Sparta, New Jersey, for Pope John Lady Lion Girls Field Hockey. My apologies there. Having some technical issues with the equipment. Seems to have been worked out now, so we are back running. No score, early, about 8:45 to go in the first quarter between the Lady Lions and the Spartans. Try and advance new equipment sometimes needs to go through a testing period. I really haven't been able to do it properly the way I wanted to, so my apologies for that as we went off the air there, but we're back. Here's Brooke Fox after it now, down the near side, controlled by number 19, Emma Muller. Up to Alara, Cassandra Alara, into Pope John territory. Moving toward the Pope John net. Lunge toward the middle. Cleared out of the way by Stellato. Out of bounds. Sparta will play it in. There is number 35, Sophie Q. Q takes a whack at it. Toward the net. Whistle. And it's going to be against Sparta. Pope John ball. No score. Pope John and Sparta here. First quarter action at Pope John High School. Zawicki sends it down the field. Over to Celentano. Gabriella Celentano with it. And possession will stay with Pope John. So now it goes over to Hartnett. It's on the far sideline. Goes out of bounds, and Pope John loses possession over to Sparta. Knocked down by Weiss. Ball over to Pope John. Lady Lions will take possession. Again, fractured against Sparta, so a whistle on the play, and Pope John will pick it up. There's Hartnett. Knocked down by number 10, Leah Albers. Pass up by Fox, and it's going to go Sparta's direction. No, it's actually Pope John. So they go ahead. They set up the 25-yard line. There is Fox, number 22 for Pope John. Passes it back, intercepted by Sparta. There is number 18 for the Spartans. Mia Lopes up the field. Comes in. And Sparta will set up right outside the 16-yard line. Here's Q. Pass back to Albers. Albers into the middle. Defended down by Zawicki. Olivia Zawicki stopped by Q. Now Lara with the shot. It's in the middle. Fraction on the play. And it'll be a corner for Sparta. Sparta getting the better of the chances so far here in this first quarter. Got about 5:14 to go. No score between Pope John and the Sparta Spartans. No activities at Pope John High School tomorrow, so we'll move to Thursday, October 2nd, and that'll be senior night for the boys soccer team. It'll be against the Newton Braves, 4 p.m. for that contest. Ball out of bounds, and it goes over to Pope John. And then the 101 Sussex announcements for the soccer teams have come out. And the brackets. Pope John, the Lady Lions, they are the number 11 seed. They're going to be taking on Warren Hills here at Pope John High School. That is scheduled for 3:45 p.m. on Friday, so we'll try and make that. And then the boys soccer team, they're also the number 11 seed. They're going to play South Hunterdon. And that is scheduled for a home game here at Pope John. And we'll let you know when it's announced when it's going to be, and we'll try and get out for that too. First round action for both the boys and girls soccer teams. Here's Hartnett, plays it up for Pope John. It's against Pope John, and it'll turn back the other way. Sparta possession. This weekend, freshman football, 9 a.m. from Del Barton Academy. Pope John freshman football team taking on Del Barton, 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. The varsity game scheduled for noon here at Pope John. That'll be picked up by Super Football Conference Network. Left-hand lunge by number 3, Cassandra Alara. Into the near corner. Stellato has it for Pope John. Now up to Fox. Brooke Fox racing up the near side. Off the ankle of number 19, Emma Muller. So Fox will set up right in front of the midfield stripe. Here's Celentano. Pass across the field to Van Benskoten. And Reese will pick it up again. And it'll turn back over to Sparta. 2:42 to go. First quarter, no score between the Pope John Lady Lions and the Sparta Spartans. Mike Formisano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us here for this beautiful day here at Pope John High School. Callie Hartnett with the steal. Hartnett racing up the near side. Q on her. Hartnett still with it. The stick is knocked out of Q's hands. Muller in there trying to steal it away for Sparta. Now it comes over to Q. Over to the near sideline. Rolls out of bounds. It'll be Sparta possession. Q will set up. We're scoreless here at Pope John High School. Sparta and the Pope John Lady Lions.
Come on, Bri.
Miss Stellato. Fighting for it with Olivia Mooney. Sparta possession. Q sets up. She'll give it over to Emma Muller. And infraction against Sparta, it'll go over to Pope John. So, Bryden Stellato sets up right at midfield. Also put the ball down in front of the midfield stripe. Starts out with it. Good pass. Over to Julia Zawicki. Just past her. It's going to go toward the far sideline. Van Benskoten racing over along with Kendall Weiss. And Pope John with it. So, Lady Lions looking to penetrate into Sparta territory here. Get close to the goal. Played it to the middle, taken away by Sparta, Leah Albers. Now here's Van Benskoten. Along the far side, being defended there. Over to Weiss. Kendall Weiss with it. Weiss, the pass into the middle. Whistle. It's going to be a corner for Pope John. So the Lady Lions with their first opportunity down here with a corner. And it will be Caitlin Honig who will start it up. Clock down to 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Here's Honig. Passes it out. And gets beyond Weiss and also Hartnett. So Pope John stops it there. Here's Hartnett. Hartnett shooting toward the goal. Rolls in. There's Van Benskoten. And she runs out of time just as she shoots just wide right of the net. As we have time expired here in the first quarter. Pope John threatening late in that first, but not able to put the ball home. And after one quarter, it's Pope John and Sparta scoreless here at Pope John High School. We'll be back after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Lady Lion Girls Field Hockey. Mike Formasano along with you calling today's action on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Thank you so much for being out here on this last day of September as summer looks to finally fade away. It's maybe the last day that it's pretty warm in a long time, maybe about 4 or 5 months. The temperature is going to head down to the 40s at night and 60s during the day starting tomorrow. So, one note on the roster for Pope John, Delaney Hartman, who I've not had a number for all season. Well, with the new jerseys coming in for the goalkeepers, Evelyn Gerald and Delaney Hartman in the orange jerseys with white numbers, she finally has one, number 33. So, congratulations. Delaney Hartman with a number, and now we have a full roster. Caitlin Rodriguez heading to her net for Sparta as we are ready to start the second quarter. We're scoreless here at Pope John High School. The Lady Lions and the Spartans. Sparta really controlling things in the first half of that first quarter, but Pope John turning it on late and getting a scoring opportunity down near the Sparta goal, but just not able to convert. So now Sparta will start things off here in the second quarter. Goes over to number 5 for Pope John, and that is Ava Cunningham. Stolen by number 28, Caroline Weiss. Weiss coming in. Cleared out by Hartnett. It's going to be a corner for Sparta. Sparta starting with the corners.